long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, your worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder!
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, I'm going to preface this video with a memory. Remember a while back, Bob Chapek had seemingly thought of creating an executive position above the studio heads to deal with greenlighting movies and other things, and it would be a position that's answerable to the CEO and the board. Okay, keep that in mind. Because Bob Iger might have wanted to go along with that. So Cinema Blend, Ryan Reynolds pens tribute to Ace Jon Favreau after his big cameo, Deadpool Loves Marvel. Okay. Jon Favreau is, to quote Ryan Reynolds, one of the godfathers of the Marvel MCU. He is one that grabbed Robert Downey Jr. and did Iron Man, which is actually one of the only movies I liked in the MCU. I don't watch movies like that. I don't like them. They're not me. But the fact of the matter is, Reynolds did this. Now, you could take the tack that some people are saying, well, he did this for everybody. Of course he did. Of course he did. But he's also good friends with Jon Favreau. They've known each other for years. And, let's theorize. Could it be he knows something that nobody else knows? Could it be that the reason why we haven't heard Bubkus from Kennedy means she's already gone? Now look, the Black Pill Blobs, after being chastised by Chris Gore for not getting his story or his theorizing right, they went back and basically repeated what Cameron said. That Kennedy was removed last year. She's president of Lucasfilm in name only after Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny turned into a molten hot lava rock of shit. And Favreau basically is quietly running the company. If, as you noticed, we're getting his skeleton crew coming out. And this year, we've heard nothing about Andor. Nothing. Interesting, I've done videos on that. So it looks to me like, despite the silence, that something is going on. When you've got Chris Gore saying she wants to get out of Lucasfilm, Kennedy, she does, but she's afraid to leave without a win, and that's unrealistic in my opinion, but let's talk further.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
So, what is going on? We don't really know. We can discern from silence from Lucasfilm the fact that Pablo Hidalgo, again, is trying to defend what he does at his job. I think he's terrified he's going to end up being called as a witness and he'll be deposed by Gina Carano's lawyers should that go into discovery. I don't think these people that pulled that shit on Gina are smart enough to realize that once you do something on the internet, it's there forever. And forensic experts, can find it as evidence. You can't just hide it. You can't make excuses. You can't just hide it. And obviously, in my opinion, he had something to do with what happened to her. If you guys remember, I wish I could find the tweet, before that, can't remember his name, the reporter for Deadline, who also works for other projects, posted the story about Gina being let go. Hidalgo put a mean little face up on his Twitter account and left it. He knew before anybody else did. And he was laughing. Okay, the fucker was laughing. So, you can't tell me he wasn't part of the Get Gina mob, okay? Just like this bitch standing next to the other bitch. Wouldn't be surprised if they both get deposed on the same day. Would not be surprised if they're both up on the witness stand. Should this thing go further than I think it should be allowed to, okay? I think that Disney has a very easy solution to this problem. Give Gina her job back, give her more money than she asked for, and everybody will be happy, and the narrative is back with Lucasfilm. Now, what could be holding them up? This thing. I don't know. But here's the deal. Ryan Reynolds writes this thing about Jon Favreau singing his praises. Jon Favreau is very much one of the main creators of the MCU. Bob Chapek wanted to create an executive over all the studios that could greenlight things and say no to people like Kennedy. And would it surprise anybody if Bob Iger said, you know, that was a good idea, maybe we should do this. Okay. Or Ryan Reynolds knows that Kennedy's walking out the door in October and John will at least be the interim head of Lucasfilm while they look for a permanent president. Okay. But this thing comes out on the heels of what Chris Gore was saying, that Walt Disney World Pro and the rest of those cheese dicks got wrong. And the fact that Ryan Reynolds did this tells me he knows something's going on there. He could. I'm just theorizing right now. Tells me that the whole we don't know what Kathy's doing thing, or the fact that she's been so quiet, is more meaningful than the insane chatter. And the fact that Chris Gore said she wants to leave, that she wants out, is everything. Because if she wants to go, and then he added, but she wants a win before she leaves, I don't see how she can leave with a win. The Acolyte sucked, and I don't see the board willing to even discuss a new contract with her or discuss extending her contract with her because of the Dial of Destiny and the Acolyte and the shady business surrounding the Acolyte that she allowed to happen. So if she wants to leave, the board will say bye, and she won't get a win. I almost feel like that part of what Gore said, and he was theorizing, was even remotely possible. Because to this point, there's no way she's going to have a win. Not in the most recent cycle here, okay? So, we got to wait and see what happens in October. We are going into the middle of August, not that far away. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.